Assalamu alaikum everyone, and a good evening, good night, good day, good morning from wherever you are, and welcome back to this new video update for Solana, Friday, and the 5th of November. And yesterday I did talk about something that first of all, okay, for people who do not know anything, could you please do me a favor, okay, go to Adam Coins, okay, and like this video as well, so because it helps the YouTube algorithm, nothing else. Okay, I do ask you to like these videos because it spreads the awareness to the other people as well. Now yesterday I did talk about two scenarios here playing out, and the first scenario was if we actually closed above. I told you if we ever closed above 260 or something, we would have made those three white soldiers, but we didn't do that, and instead we are making some form of an evening star, which is a bearish pattern. Okay, I do have a video that I did yesterday, and I'm going to use Google right now, and I'm going to do this. There is a bearish pattern playing with Solana. Okay, I'm going to show you the morning star. Sorry, not a morning star, it's an evening star, which is a bearish pattern. Okay, so whoops, evening star. Wow, I'm really bad at typing, man. Do apologize for this one. Yeah, so in the images right there, in the evening star, I'm going to click on this one, and you can already see that this is the evening star right there. You have this red doji and another red right there, which is forming up. Okay, I can show you another video, picture right here. Do you see this? Stop there, and it's a bearish scenario, so you might see Solana for the next 2 or 3 days forming something like this. And this is very simple. I'm just going to zoom in, and it's picture perfect. Okay, it's everything is on the chart. You can judge it by yourself. Okay, I don't want you tomorrow to come and say, hey, Adam Coin, say, oh, we're going bearish and this and that. Okay, so the pattern is actually in play because it's logical now that you're forming that evening star. Do you see this? Exactly just like this one right there. And you can see it could just go a little bit higher, but before the in 2 or 3 days it means it's a downward continuation. Okay, this is not looking good. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, I did give you a technical target of 250. I do believe it's 250, and that's where exactly we went. I'm going to dive into the 4-hour time frame once again, and let's see this price appreciation. The high was 250, right on the money. Okay, right on the money. I do think you should take out your profits. Let's say you didn't take out your profits right now. I do think it's time you start closing the trades because we have two bearish scenario. Okay, now first of all, I'm going to dive into the 1-hour time frame. As I told you, on the daily we're making an evening star. Equally on the 1-hour time frame as well, we're forming something known as a rising wedge, and I'm going to tell you that's a bearish pattern as well. This bullish scenario played out. I'm going to close that one. I'm going to take my lines here, and you can see that we've been respecting this trend line for a while, and this one here, it does seems to me like some sort of a rising wedge. Do you see that? A small rising wedge right there, and boom, something like this as well. So it is some form of a rising wedge, and from wherever you the next target's basically the safe target right now that I can give you. Let's say the rising wedge started here. Okay, this is where you start your rising wedge. Whenever you break out of this rising wedge, you tend to go down to where you form the rising wedge. So I'm going to give you a technical target here for if you want to take an entry, which is the $222. So you're going to save money from here to here, of course. That's going to be 8% to 10% of your money that I'm trying to save. Okay, this is not a financial advice. If you want to take, but I closed my trade here. I told you even in yesterday's video, it's a good idea to close your profits. Even the $248. Go to yesterday's video, go to the channel Adam Coins, and you can see yesterday's update. I did tell you that. Okay, now I do think if you want to sell, let it just come back a little bit back here and back test this this trend line of falling wedge that it broke out. I do think it's going to go back for a retest. Okay, it does do that, and this is where you actually sell at this point right here. I already closed at this area because that was the 1.618. Why did I do it? Yesterday I did tell you that based on the fibs, I'm going to switch on the 4-hour time frame once again like that, and I'm going to bring it just a little bit closer, bring this one closer right there, and I'm gonna take this recent top to the bottom just like that, and let's see what's happening. Okay, logically. So I always say this whenever you see the 0.618 getting broken, that was done. The 1.618 is the next level. We've already done this one as well, okay? And look, we're right bang on the money. That's where you actually formed this rising wedge as well. Look, it's a beautiful, perfect, picture perfect rising wedge. And on the daily, we also, keep in mind, we also have that evening star. So you might see Solana for the next 2 or 3 days actually consolidating a little bit here and there before it starts keeping up, okay? On the long term, we are still on a journey to $314, but along the way, I'm going to tell you to trade also just a little, because this is the purpose. The purpose of this channel is that, okay, you might see Solana really coming down. You never know, it could even take support at the 1.272. You never know, it could just do something like this, come down here and take support there. But for the fact that we're making the evening star, and if we look at the pictures after we make the evening star, the next few days are actually bearish, okay? So you might expect the next few days to be bearish, and this is where you can enter at the $220. Who knows, we can even go back down to backtest the all-time high of the $218. It's still near. This is a buying range, okay? I will just make a small box just like this, like a buying range here. If you ever come to 220 or 218, it doesn't make any big difference, okay? You can enter at those levels. And yeah, that's it for today's update for Solana. I'm gonna see you tomorrow with a new video update. Allah Hafiz.